It's recording it.
Hi there. Test, test, test. Mrs. Patrol on our way, sort of. We're going for breakfast first. Gonna eat at Penny's, gonna bring him back and evacuate him from the car and head on out to the desert. Good morning, Patrol members. This is Mrs. Patrol speaking. I am off on a 8-day solo road trip. I'm driving from my home in Los Angeles area to Utah. I'm going to stop in St. George for the night, and then I'm going to drive up to Orem, which is just south of Salt Lake City, and spend another night, where I'm going to be on my friend Lynn Coe. Her YouTube channel is Soft Squares. That is her quilting business, and she has a live sale every Monday night at 5 Mountain Time. And myself and a couple of other quilters are going to be guests on Monday night's sale live. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this. I've been anticipating this trip for quite a while. This is actually my first real quilting retreat, not counting the days that I go and spend with my quilt guild in a home up in Glendora, which is nearby. And it's just my quilt guild members. We spend the day usually working on philanthropy projects. But I'm telling you more than you need to know. Anyway, I'm off, and I will check in a couple of times. I'm still in the Los Angeles area heading east on the 10 at the moment, but I'll be heading northeast on the 15, driving through Las Vegas, probably stopping for something to eat there. It's about a 4.5-hour drive from here. And then it's another 2 up to St. George, and then from St. George to Orem tomorrow will be about 3.5, I think. So I will check in. TTFN? Later, Mater, that's what you're supposed to say. Anyway, bye. Well, I've made it about 15 miles, I think, and the freeway came to a complete stop. Find out later what happened, but I'm not out of Smogsville yet. Well, hello, patrol members. I have passed through Victorville and Barstow. I'm now on the east side, heading due east. And Mr. Patrol was telling me that he might come out here while I'm gone because he wants to go to... I've forgotten it completely. Somebody's world. I just passed it. God, the memory is a terrible thing to waste, isn't it? Anyway, there is a Liberty statue or Liberty sculpture park out there as well. So if you get off to go to Harold's World, Rocky's World, Rocky and Bullwinkle's, but that's not it. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But there's some world out there where you just get off the 15 to go and buy stupid snacks. And anyway, that's where I'm at. I have got a, wait a minute, 6.5-hour drive today. Stopping probably in Vegas for something to eat for lunch. I did have an idea to stop at a restaurant, but I'm not sure. I think I might, it's more likely that I'll pull into a McDonald's, and y'all know what a McDonald's looks like, so you don't need me to show that to you. So I think I'll say later, Mater. Hello, patrol members. This is Patrol reporting in again. The city, if you can still see it behind me, is Las Vegas. I am now on the east side. About 2 hours, I think, until my destination for today. I have not stopped for lunch as I thought I might. I'm not hungry. Mr. Patrol and I went out for breakfast this morning. By the time I got on the road at 9, that means I ate probably like 8:30-ish, and it was a pretty heavy breakfast, so I don't feel the need. I do have some popcorn next to me. I have some water in my Bella Rose Quilts cup. I love it. And I have some other little snacks here next to me in the car. So I'm fine. Except for getting rid of the excess water, but we won't go there. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. Later, Mater. Hi, patrol members. I've made it all the way to my first stop. I'm in St. George, Utah. I've checked into my hotel, and I am about to enter the Black Bear Diner. It's not Friday, so I can't have the fresh fish fry. But Mr. Patrol and I went to Black Bear a couple of days ago, last week, and it was really yummy. So I'm going to go back and have something else. Ta-ta for now.
The next day.
Well, good morning, patrol members. Had a panic just now. I am reporting in on the first full day of my road trip. I am in St. George, Utah. Stayed the night here. I'm going to have, I've filled up the gas tank. I discovered that my hero, when he put in DEF, he very kindly, I spent a lot of money at the Real Car Wash day before yesterday getting everything neat because I'm picking some ladies up at the airport and taking them to our retreat, and I wanted the car nice and clean. And he very thoughtfully put some extra DEF in my car to make sure that that's, you know, the diesel fluid you have to have. And he accidentally spilled a little bit on the side of the car and very kindly wiped it off, not realizing that I didn't know it was there until this morning when I went to pack my car again. And there's this big old white smear all over the right side of my car. Anyway, so I went to the gas station, got gas, came in here and had some breakfast, had my blueberry pancakes, and now I'm back off on the road again. Don't know for sure what I'm going to report, but there's big fires and there may be smoke ahead. But the road is clear, not like it was yesterday. There was a car fire yesterday and the freeway stopped. Nobody was moving. We were all at a complete stop. I put my car in park. A little while later, I turned it off and rolled the windows down. A little while later, it moved. I thought, oh, good. So I turned everything on and moved forward, about 10 feet and stopped for another 5 minutes. Anyway, I sure am sorry for that person who owned that car because there was zip left. It was down to the metal. There was no tires, there was no interior. There were no people there because the ambulance passed us and they were not there when the cars finally got going again. I think we were stopped there for a total of 20 minutes in the middle of the flipping desert. Anyway, I'm on my way again. It's about a 3.5 hour drive today, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of the day. I'll talk to y'all later. Later, mater. Mrs. Patrol reporting in again. It is 8:30ish on Monday evening. I've checked in with my buddies. We are going to go to our retreat tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm staying at the Holiday Inn Express. And Mr. Patrol kind of takes you on a tour of the hotel rooms. It's a hotel room, you know. So I'm not really sure I need to do any more than that, other than not walk into the furniture. Perhaps I shouldn't be walking around. Lights. I wonder if this is even aimed at me. Anywho, had a good time today. We were guests on my friend Lynn's live on YouTube. She is a seller of quilting fabrics and paraphernalia, and she has a live every Monday. It's live at 5 Mountain Time. And so if you have anybody in your lives who likes to quilt, go and check out her website. It's softsquares.com. Come and see us on YouTube. You can see the replay of today's live, in which she was having a bolt sale. Boys, it's not the kind of bolt you're thinking of. It's a bolt of fabric. So these are 10 to 15 yard bolts of fabric. Any of your wives who are listening, they're really a good deal. She's got confetti cotton solids for $5 a yard for a 10-yard bolt. That's only $55. And I know, boys, you think that sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's not. Anyway, that's the end of today. I'll let you know what's happening tomorrow. Bye. That's wrong. Later, maters. Well, hello there. Mrs. Patrol reporting it again. It is now Tuesday morning. We are spending a little time. I have two companions from Indiana, Denise and Tony, and they have gone inside a store for a moment. I thought I'd come out and say hello. We've been to a quilt shop this morning, and we've also been to a quilt show at the local art museum here in Springfield, Utah. And it was lovely. We had a really nice time, and I thought I better report in, but I wanted to do it when they weren't here because I didn't ask their permission to film them yet. Anyway, that's it from Springfield, Utah. See you later. Later, Mater. Hello, everyone. It's Mrs. Patrol again, and I am outside the home and business of my friend Lynn and Marlon Coe. They own and operate a quilting shop called Soft Squares, and I have been inside their shop. We went in there as part of our retreat, and it's so much fun. There is a woman who wants to know all the details when we are at Lynn's shop so that she can figure out what's in Lynn's secret Advent box, the Christmas Advent box. So here I am in Lynn and Marlon's shop, and Gina, this is for you. Can you see those boxes up there with all the paper on them? No, I'm not going to go remove the paper so that you can see. You're going to wait just like the rest of us. Anyway, we've been having a really good time, and I really kind of thought it was maybe a little rude just to start videoing ladies who are at their sewing machines. I'll do a little bit more of that tomorrow so you can see what my retreat was like. So it's hot, and the warehouse, as I said, is in the garage. The studio where they do a lot of cutting and so forth is right in. I will show you. You can see they're all busy at work. Anyhow, that's all I'm going to show you. I hope you are having a good day. I sure am. Don't tell Mr. Patrol how much I spent, okay? Later, Mater. It's Mrs. Patrol reporting in again. We are in Heber City, Utah. We are actually going to be going aboard the Heber Valley Historic Railroad. Here is, I hope you can see this because I can't really tell. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I can tell. I can't tell very well because my glasses really are, weird, but aren't they always? Anyway, here's the train. Train cars, at least. It's a little excursion train that goes through here in Heber City and up close through, not through, but into and out of the mountains. There we go. Here's the station. It's not a very picturesque angle thereof, but you can see there's more down there. We've got some quilters and some strangers, but that's okay. We're all friends here.
Okay, looking forward to you guys again.
All right.
Signing off for now. We are aboard the train, and here's our group. There's Jeannie. There's our hostess, Lynn.
Your water's spilling.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's spilling.
It sure is.
On this side, it's my feet.
I dumped my water all over the seat, and they were sure to notify me. There's Shannon, our co-hostess, and Rhonda's over there in the corner, and she and I are representing Soft Squares with our t-shirts. And we will be getting going in a little bit. As soon as I mop up the mess I made and turn off the camera. Okay, there we go. I've tried 3 times to turn the camera on so I could show you that the flora and fauna, well, the flora is not very different from the Mojave that you can go up a hill. We are in the Wasatch Valley. We are aboard the Heber Valley Railroad, which is colloquially known as the Heber Creeper. Pardon me while I swing you fast. I hope you didn't get dizzy. Out our other side over there, if you can see it, is a lovely lake. It's actually a reservoir, and we just heard a story about it, but I don't need to go on about it. Deer Creek Reservoir. Whoops, and there we are.
And a dirt pile.
The picturesque berm. And out the train window right now is a plethora of cedar. I just heard a story. I should go through. There's real sky. There's no window there. Hope I don't drop you.
All right, everyone. A little more fun facts about this lake over here, or reservoir. Sorry, excuse me. Is that it is
This reminds me a lot of the area outside of Flagstaff in Arizona. It's not quite as densely planted with the cedars or with those lovely trees, but it does look very reminiscent of it.
Recreational activities like water.
Mrs. Patrol again. See, now this is more what I'm used to out in the Mojave. And if you're out in the Mojave, you're probably used to this too. It sounds like the creeper is beginning to creep to a stop. We'll find out why. If it's interesting, I'll let you know. Mrs. Patrol out. Okay, here we are again.
Push this seat maybe.
Oh, because we'll be going down? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But then we'll be facing some strangers.
You guys, let's flip your chair so you
Yeah,
can
that's
face
what I said.
Hang on.
I did think about it.
They're providing some entertainment for us, but I wanted to explain what happened here. We are at what they call the turnaround. There are tracks here in front of us, and what happens is that the engine takes off, goes on the other track, and then starts pulling us backwards. But this is the lake that I was talking about.
So they bring anything they can carry with them. So they bring things like pickaxes, axes, shovels, things like that. Wrongs to left 56. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, so I got 2 hours and all their nights.
So here comes our train, or my apologies, our engine. And they're still singing to us. There's that lake again. We passed by yesterday, there was a lot of white caps. It was very windy yesterday. And there were some people with surfboards and parasail kind of sails. It was amazing.
No, we were just, we wanted to face that way.
Trading seats again.
We're going to be going that way.
Hi there.
Yeah, it looks like
Marlene. Thomas. Hi there.
About to come down the track.
Nice to meet you.
Speaking of trains, our next song we're going to play is called the Orange Blossom Special.
It's still pretty far away.
So this is known as the Fiddler's National Anthem, and it's about a real-life
Bill
train
knows
called
I'm really
the
more of a
Orange
water
Blossom
baby. I love
that
to go to
went
the
down
beach.
the coast
I
of
love lakes.
Florida.
He loves the desert.
And, well,
We
went
make
up
it work.
The coast, I guess. Don't really go south.
Anyway,
But,
I thought the train engine was
anyway,
moving
so
faster than it is, so I'm
this
turning you off
It's
now.
a really fun song because, A, we're on a train.
Here comes the creeper coming on down the line. You probably couldn't hear that. Here comes the creeper. And there goes the creeper. Again, they're heading to the other end of the train to take us back from whence we came. Okay, gang, here we are. We're returning to civilization. The lake is ending and the towns are beginning to sprout up again. We're told, I think I mentioned before, this is a reservoir. Over there, that town is Jefferson, something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, they were farmers and they lost a lot of their farmland when the reservoir came in the 40s. There was more to that story, but I missed some of it. Maybe she was speaking while I was speaking. I don't know. I hope you can hear me because the microphone is back there. I'm only inches away from the camera lens. But like I say, we're coming to the end of the lake, and there's the slough, and there's the waterfowl, and we're coming back into town. I think that's the end of my Heber Valley Railroad / Heber Creeper. Whoop, some more scrub and railroad ties. Yay! Anyway, adios. Later, mater. Are you on? You are on. Hi. Mrs. Patrol reporting in. Our retreat has ended. I didn't want to, you know, invade everybody's privacy. I did a little bit of it, but not a lot. Obviously, you haven't seen anything. Our retreat center was called Mountain Mermaid in Heber City, Utah. It was MERMADE, and I'm told that she's on Facebook, but when I looked, I couldn't find her, but you guys probably don't want her anyway. But your wives might. It was a lovely, lovely little home from 1902, I think they said it was built, and everything that you could ever want a quilter would ever want was there in that place, and it was just lovely. We had a great time. We had a lot of laughs. The food was wonderful, and we're all planning to go back. Sorry, Bill. I have checked out of my hotel. I was planning to come home, or at least halfway home yesterday, and I didn't make it out. We were still chatting and visiting at our host's home in Orem, Utah, and by the time I left their house at 7-something p.m., I thought, it's like 12 hours home, and although I know the way, oh no, I'm not going to do that. So I stayed the night here in Orem again, and it is now 8:20. How did I do that? And it takes about 12 hours if I don't make, it takes about 12 hours if I take an average number of stops, including a restaurant rather than a drive-through. I have a lot of food that they sent me home with, and I know the way. I know the way home. So I may make the required ones. Maybe if the gas gets if the car gets hungry, or if I need to not be hungry anymore. So I'm on my way home. We'll be driving through Utah, a teeny corner of Arizona, through a beautiful canyon, and where the big trucks drive way too fast, and then through Nevada and through Vegas, which will be slow, and then all the way through the Mojave and back home again into the LA area. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed the miniature adventures that I've been on, and later, mater.